Will the SEC lawsuit and HT's decline set Justin Sun on a path of no return? For Justin Sun, this March must be a tough time. On March 22, the Securities and Exchange Commission announced charges against crypto asset entrepreneur Justin Sun and 3 of his wholly owned companies for the unregistered offer and sale of crypto asset securities Tronix, TRX, and BitTorrent, BTT. The SEC also charged Sun and his companies with fraudulently manipulating the secondary market and orchestrating a scheme to pay celebrities to tout TRX and BTT without disclosing their compensation. In our previous analysis article, we mentioned that wherever Justin Sun is present, something big is bound to happen. And now, speak of the devil and he doth appear. From China to the United States, from Tron to Huobi, from the trade fair to the Vanity Fair, wherever Justin Sun is present, there is news. So, this time, what kind of controversy has Justin Sun stirred up again? Allegations, selling unregistered securities, fraud and market manipulation. Justin Sun tried to artificially inflate TRX's trading volume through the wash trading scheme, the SEC alleged, by having his own employees engage in more than 600,000 wash trades of TRX between 2 crypto asset trading platform accounts he controlled. The assets, TRX, used in the illegal transactions were all provided by Justin Sun himself. In addition, the SEC noted in its statement that Sun has orchestrated a scheme to pay celebrities to tout TRX and BTT without disclosing their compensation. The SEC said 8 celebrities were involved, including actress Lindsay Lohan and rapper Soulja Boy, and 6 of the celebrities settled with the SEC, except for Soulja Boy and Austin Mahone, agreeing to pay a total of $400,000 in liquidated damages, interest and penalties. They will not, however, admit to misconduct. Gurbir S. Grewal, director of the SEC's Division of Enforcement, gave a summary of the series of charges against Justin Sun, and others used an age-old playbook of first issuing securities without complying with the terms of registration and letter approval requirements, and then manipulating the market for those securities to mislead and harm investors. Responded with lax merit and proposes a $1.5 billion offer to acquire Credit Suisse. Sun can always bring news. Justin Sun, who has always been active on social media, did not respond to the SEC's allegations first, but instead tweeted about them later in the day. He said, "The SEC's civil action earlier today is just the latest example of its actions against prominent players in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. We believe the complaint lacks merit and we will continue to build the most decentralized financial system." Sun believes that the SEC's regulatory framework for digital assets is still in its infancy and needs further development. The cryptocurrency industry can play an important role in the future and deserves to work with governments and regulators around the world. However, these agencies should work to establish transparent regulatory guidelines and collaborate with the cryptocurrency industry. We can find that Sun's reply only elaborates his view and attitude towards the relevant regulatory measures in the United States, but does not respond directly to the content of the lawsuit, which is typical of saying, but not saying everything. It is reported that the SEC has filed a complaint with the District Court for the Southern District of New York. It is difficult to say what the outcome will be in the future, as both sides have their own arguments. However, according to a number of sources, it seems that Justin Sun is in a bad way this time, because the SEC has confirmed Sun's illegal behavior, and it is likely that Sun will settle the case by paying a fine in the future. There is always news about Justin Sun in the crypto world. Interestingly, just a few days before the SEC's charges, Sun tweeted that he intended to offer $1.5 billion to buy Credit Suisse and make it a cryptocurrency-friendly institution. In a series of tweets on March 19, he wrote, "UBS's takeover of Credit Suisse has failed. I would like to make my own offer to buy Credit Suisse for $1.5 billion and integrate it into the world of Web 3.0. Switzerland has been one of the most cryptocurrency-friendly countries in the world. We are really curious how Justin Sun, who is worried about world events, should defend himself this time. Will it get the upper hand in the battle with SEC? There are also challenges faced. Huobi, the future is unpredictable as HT plummets. Sun is in controversy recently, and as Huobi is also faced with challenges. Back on March 10, Bitcoin fell 1.2% during the Asia-Pacific trading session due to a series of negative news, falling below $20,000 for the first time since January of this year. The drop in Bitcoin soon had a chain reaction, causing a wave of digital asset sell-offs in the aftermath, in which the cryptocurrencies HT and TRX suffered sharp declines. The price of HT, in particular, was even halved. This time, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Sun, and the market once again had a chain reaction, with TRX falling 13% and HT falling nearly 10% on the same day. With two hard knocks in a month, Huobi will have to face tough challenges in the future. Regarding the drop in March 10th, Sun was quick to respond, saying, "We're fine. It was just a user who sold his position by mistake and it's back to normal now." He tweeted that he blamed the recent market volatility on a handful of users who triggered a series of forced closures in the spot and HT contract markets. A user, at LonTian6666, in this plunge lost 26 million, but after nearly half a month, Sun gave only verbal promise, and no payout. The user can only go in various channels to let everyone know about this matter and seek help. I wonder what kind of explanation and commitment Sun will give this time. Sun made his name in Crypto Circle in 2017, and since then, there is always news about him in the cryptocurrency circle, and I believe that this type of news of being sued by the SEC will not be the last one. Many people have roasted Sun, saying that he is a clown who will never keep his words, while others have teased him as a fraud. But in our opinion, Sun is like a refractive surface. The subtle complexity of human nature is reflected in him. Justin Sun was graduated from Peking University and got a master's degree from Pennsylvania, and he was the first student of Jack Ma's Lakeside University. He has been the chief representative of Ripple Labs Greater China, and he created the blockchain project Tron. With such outstanding personal ability and charisma, if he had chosen the right track and done the right thing, he would have been remarkable and respected by now. However, Sun is doing the opposite. After the China's ICO ban in September 4, 2017, Sunday made a wealth by releasing TRX, then he ran away to the US and started his speculation. He spent $15 million for a WeChat profile photo, $28 million for a spaceship ticket, and $31.53 million for a lunch with Warren Buffett, but didn't attend it. While making these news, Sun is also playing retail investors for suckers. He said he wanted to make HT Surge and Huobi one of the three major exchanges again, but instead, he made the Gala incident, making a large number of users lost their money. Sun absolutely had the chance to make a good name in the crypto circle, but he is called a fraud finally. He has already made a wealth, but he wants more and played users for suckers. We do not know how the SEC lawsuit will end, but for Justin Sun, there is a comment: hold good cards, but play poor.